Today we are going to talk about how to use trig to find the angles which are unknown in a triangle. There are cases that you get into that you need to find the angles which are not known. For instance, if I give you a triangle, let's say ABC, which is a right triangle 90 degrees at angle A, and if I give you, let's say, this side AB to be 2 and AC to be, let's say, 3, I may ask you to solve the triangle. To solve the triangle, as you know, you have to find the side BC, and also you have to find the interior angles other than the angle A, which is 90 degrees. In these cases, you should use trig ratios, sine, cos, and tan, to find the values for B and C. So in this lesson, we are going to talk about how we can use the trig ratios to achieve this goal. The first example that we are going to do is Rachel, which is 2.8 kilometers from Skyline Tower, which is 160 meters. What we have to do is to find the angle of elevation from where she is standing to the top of the tower. The first thing you have to remember in word problems in trig unit, you should be able to draw the diagram representing the problem. So in this case, if this is the tower and Rachel is standing here, we know that the height of the tower is 160 meters and the distance from Rachel to the base of the tower, which is here, is 2.8 kilometers. Since we have to use the same unit, I'm going to change kilometers into meters. And to do that one, I'm going to multiply 2.8 by 1,000. So I get 2,800 meters. Now what we have to do is to find this angle. Remember, the angle of elevation is the angle that your line of view makes with the horizon. So now to find this angle, we use SOHCAHTOA. We say we have to find this angle. We know the opposite side, which is 160 meters, and we know adjacent side, which is 2,800 meters. What trig ratio we can use for this case? It is obvious that the trig ratio that we can use is tan, so we can say tan, let's call that angle theta, is equal to 160 over 2,800. Now if you use your calculator and use the inverse function, when tan is given, to find the angle we have to use the inverse function. We will find that theta is approximately 3.27 degrees. In the second example, you have a road which rises 15 meters over a distance of 100 meters. We are supposed to find angle of inclination. Now, angle of inclination is the same as angle of elevation. So again, the first step is to draw the diagram. I know, okay, we have a case that you have a road which rises 15 meters over a distance of 100 meters. we have to find the angle of elevation or inclination, which is this angle. Let's call it theta. Now again, I'm looking for the angle theta. I have the side which is opposite, and also I have the side which is adjacent. So I can use the tan ratio. So I can say tan theta is equal to 15/100. Now, as usual, if you use your calculator with the inverse function, you can find that theta is approximately 8.6 degrees. Our next example is a triangle ABC with angle A to be 90, side A to be 13.5, and side B to be 7.9 centimeter. Again, the first step is to draw the diagram. So if this is my triangle ABC, remember it says angle A is 90, so there is no choice but pick this angle to be 90. Side A is 13.5, side A is the one which is in front of vertex A, which is 13.5, and side B, which is in front of vertex B, is 7.9. Now the question is that we have to find side AB, this side, and also angles B and C, which are unknown. Now to find angle C, I can use, let's say, cosine ratio. Since angle C is unknown, I know the side which is adjacent to it, which is 7.9, and also I know the hypotenuse, which is 13.5. So I can say cos C is adjacent 7.9 divided by hypotenuse, which is 13.5. If I use the inverse cos, I will get that angle C is about 54.2 degrees. Now that I know angle C, I can either use trig ratios to find angle B, or I can use the fact that the interior angles in a triangle is 180. So I can say angle B plus angle C plus angle A is 180, but I know angle C is 54.2, angle A is 90. If I move 90 to the right, 54.2 to the right, and subtract it from 180, I will get that B is about 35.8 degrees. So we found two angles so far. To find the third side, because I have A, I have B, to find C, I use Pythagorean theorem. So I can say that 13.5 squared is 7.9 squared plus AB squared. Or I can say AB squared is equal to 13.5 squared minus 7.9 squared, if I bring this one to the left, and then I take the square root of both sides. If I evaluate this one using my calculator, I will get that AB, which is equal to C, about 10.9 centimeters.